What are we making today, Maddie?
Smudge pot.
A smudge pot. So we're gonna try our hand at a smudge pot. I found some plans online. I've seen some other guys are making them. I've had a number of people ask me if I'll make one for them. So my plan is I'm gonna try to take the best of all of the features that each of them have and make one of our own. I'm probably gonna make it out of 10 gauge. So 10 gauge metal is a little bit thicker than 1/8 inch. You think that's gonna be thick enough, Mads?
The first step is going to be the design work on the computer. I started with a file. I found an SVG or a drawing online, and I borrowed parts of it that I liked. I changed the dimensions to meet the size that I need, and then uploaded it into Fusion 360. This is a super versatile tool that lets you use anything from a milling machine to a plasma cutter. So for my plasma cutter, I had to create some tooling for it. So I'll create tool paths, certain rules, lead ins, lead outs, and obviously you can see some custom logos that I inputted as well. Once it's all set up, I can send it over to the computer on the plasma machine and start cutting.
That turned out really nice.
Thank you. The belts turned out really good. The only downside is I had some error. I screwed up and did lead-ins when I shouldn't have on these closed or these open cuts. So that works out great when parts fall out and you don't see it, but on these things that remain and nothing falls out, I'll have a little cleanup to do on that. But other than that, these things should bend really nice, and everything turned out real clean on this. So here's a close-up of one of the parts. Being that I did this on a CNC plasma, you're always gonna get a little bit of dross in the back, even if you have your settings the best that you can get. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but basically what dross is, it's molten metal that when the arc comes out and blows air out the bottom, it leaves a little trace. You don't get that with laser, but I don't have a laser machine, so I'll get to it. I'm gonna hit it with the wire wheel and make it so it's nice and smooth, just like the front.
Hey, that's me. Inkscape.
The final product turned out really good, so here's all the plates. Our next step is gonna be assembling, so I'm gonna try to bend these. I have a brake. I made this a little while back, but unfortunately, it blew a seal. I'm leaking some fluid. So I could put my swag press in my manual brake, but I'm hoping I can just bend these by hand. They shouldn't be too terrible, but we're gonna find out here in a second. That's not as easy as I thought. I'm gonna have to make some changes here. All right, plan C. That's not working either. I said I wasn't gonna do this, but what I'm gonna end up doing is using my 12 gauge press brake. So this is the TV magic you get when it's just a regular dude doing it. So plan D, I'm gonna go ahead and use my press brake. I've got a little leak on the cylinder, but I think I'll be okay. It's pretty high pressure, it's 10,000 PSI, and then that feeds either a punch, so I don't have to drill so many holes, or the press, which is gonna make my life way easier. like that a lot better than trying to do it on the table. Now it's a single action cylinder, and what that means, and you can see it leaking a little bit, I don't have power both ways. I only have power pushing down, and I've got to wait for this spring and these two little springs that I've put here to press the cylinder back up. So it takes a little longer, but the nice thing is it's a little cheaper. And it should get us the same as the other ones, or close to it. So finally I can start doing some of the fun stuff that I've been wanting to do and weld. I think my best bet to do this is probably to use my square and get everything kind of mocked up first, somewhat close. And then from there, I should be able to get the tops bent to where I need them. Alright, it's starting to look like a smudge pot now. I'm going to have to make a filled pour spout here. I don't know how long I'm going to need though. This is going to be kind of trial and error. I'm thinking maybe 2 inches, 2.5 inches will probably be pretty decent. And then I've got to figure out how I'm going to attach this vent. So this is going to be my damper, and I know I'm going to have to bend this. Because I'm going to line this damper up nice and centered. And then I'll use a transfer punch that's the exact size of the hole here to make a mark. There we go. Now I can put a stud there. I'm going to use a stud welder, and what that's going to do is it's going to weld this little stud right here, so there'll just be a little nipple sticking out. But before I do that, let me go ahead and bend this. Stud welder got me. Welded it to the table.
I almost forgot about the legs. I thought I was done with bending, but a couple more pieces in the vise. I used this crescent wrench for a little extra leverage, and then just to make sure I have them the same, I was using an angle finder. The name of the game on this is just making all of them identical, and it's tough to do by eye. It just makes it a little easier and faster using that angle finder. So after the first one's done, 3 more, and then it's back to welding. Well, there it is. I think it turned out pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm excited that we're going to have a way to use some old oil and make some heat. For this first run, I'm going to go ahead and put some diesel fuel in it and carry it outside. We'll light it up and see if it puts some heat off like it should.